Hey there, Steven here from Crystal Tractor and Equipment, and let me tell you, I am excited to be able to show you what I've got here today. This is Mahindra's side-by-side like no other, the new and improved ROXOR HD. Now, this is by far one of the most unique side-by-sides that we carry here, and probably the most unique on the market. And it's got a lot of great features that make it a really heavy-duty piece of equipment, whether you're using it to go out on the trails and have fun, or you're using it out on the farm or the ranch to help get work done. So I really want to go in here, show you all the great features about the ROXOR and the ROXOR all-weather model, and we'll see just what makes these so great. So the ROXOR is available in two major configurations, consisting of two color options and two cab options. Now, I've pulled out two great examples here because you can see my open station base model here is in the classic Mahindra red, and my enclosed cabin model here is in black. So you're going to be able to kind of get the right configuration that works best for you. Now, when you first hear of the name Mahindra ROXOR, you might be thinking, hey, I thought Mahindra made tractors. What's this? Now, an interesting little fact about the ROXOR is that it was actually Mahindra's first vehicle they ever produced. So you're not wrong about the tractor part, but the ROXOR in its earliest configuration actually predates their tractor business by nearly 20 years, going all the way back to 1947. Now, certainly a few things have changed about the current ROXOR model since 1947, but one thing that hasn't changed is that Mahindra took all they learned back then about building a heavy-duty vehicle that needs to be rugged, and they apply it to today's model just the same. So what you're getting underneath the ROXOR is a fully boxed steel frame, something you're not likely to find on any other side-by-side on the market. And on top of that, you're gonna have steel body panels everywhere. There's no plastic construction nearly anywhere on the ROXOR. The hood, the side panels, the fenders, the ROPS, the floor, the wheels, all of it is steel, and all that weight adds up to provide a more stable ride. Now, the next largest area where the ROXOR is going to stand out from all of its competition is in the powertrain and drivetrain. Because what you're going to find powering the ROXOR here is a Mahindra-built 4-cylinder 2.7-liter turbo diesel engine, making a powerful 55 horsepower output with 144 pound-feet of torque at just 1,400 RPM. Now, what's great about this turbo diesel is it also uses Mahindra's MCRD common rail diesel technology, which helps manage their particulate output, meaning you don't have to worry about a DPF filter on this machine or filling it with DEF fluid, which keeps your maintenance to a minimum just like it does on their tractors. The next piece of that powertrain puzzle is going to be where that engine sends its power from there. Now, if we take a quick look here inside the cabin, we'll see something that we also don't find on modern side-by-sides, and that's 3 pedals and shifters. Because what we've got here is a 5-speed manual transmission with synchronized gears, which makes for buttery smooth, fantastic shifting. And over here, we're also going to find a 2-speed manual transfer case selector as well, with 4 high, 4 low, and 2-wheel drive available. Now, once your output power leaves your transfer case, it's going to be delivered through drive shafts straight to your solid rear and solid front axles, meaning there's no belts to have to worry about slipping or wearing out over time either. Then right here, we can also see the leaf spring suspension that's going to be in the front and rear of the vehicle, which in this case on the HD model is the new upgraded suspension, which supports a total payload capacity of 1,500 pounds. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, great, heavy-duty components, that's awesome. I'll get a rugged machine that's built to last, but how does that help me have fun out on the trails or get work done around the farm? Well, here's the best part, is that when you put all these components of this powertrain together, you're getting a top speed of 52 miles per hour. That 144 pound-feet of torque is going to get you a 3,500 pound towing capacity, which you won't find in any other side-by-side. And you're going to do it all with over 30 miles per gallon efficiency as well. And since we're talking about cargo capacities, let's go ahead and have a look here at the bed. So if we go ahead and pop open the swinging tailgate, we'll see inside the floor and all the walls are all lined with ROX liner, which is going to be Mahindra's heavy-duty bed liner that comes on all the surfaces. And we'll also find here If we look on the sides, we have 4 tie-down points on each side with these swinging buckles, as well as 3 that are kind of locked here in place on the tailgate as well. And with the open base model here, you do have the ROPS in the rear as well, where you can also run a couple extra straps around if you need to tie something down. Now coming back to have another look here inside our base model cabin, we can see a few different things. So here on the left side, we're gonna have, again, our 3 pedals. So we're gonna have our clutch, we're gonna have our brakes, which are gonna provide hydraulic assisted power to 11-inch brakes on all 4 wheels with disc in the front and drum in the rear. And we're gonna have our drive-by-wire electronic throttle over there as well for very smooth throttle control. Here looking at the seat, we'll also find an adjustment lever down below, so we do have some room to move both seats forward and back if we need to. And underneath, we'll find a locking storage compartment, again under both seats, that allow you to store your valuable items underneath here and lock it up if you're away from your vehicle out on the trails. Here in the center, we'll find 2 cup holders, one on both sides with a dual size here so you can fit some larger mugs. And then here in the center, we'll of course find our shifter. And over here, we'll find our transfer case selector for our 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive modes. Now moving on towards the passenger side here, we also have a grab bar for your passengers to hold on to. We have a 12-volt power outlet available here in the dash. And in the center, we have our all-in-one digital gauge cluster, which is going to show us RPM, speed, clock, your fuel levels, and a few other bits of information at a glance. And then right here behind the grab bar, we'll also find my favorite sticker. Now that we've had a nice look at the base model, let's go ahead and take a look at what makes the all-weather model so different. Now, the primary factor, of course, is going to be this nice climate-controlled cabin here, but there are a few other differences on the outside as well. So if we take a look here at the wheels, we're going to upgrade from painted black steel rims on the base model to painted and polished aluminum rims here. And then also here on the front, we're going to get a powder-coated steel bumper as well. And attached to that is an 8,000-pound Warn winch as well for helping yourself or friends out of some bad situations. Here on the outside, we can also see that this cab is going to have mirrors where you won't be able to get mirrors on the base model. And of course, our poly windshield here is also going to have dual wipers to help you be able to see better in harsh weather conditions. Now, before we head inside, let's go ahead and have a look here at the actual doors first. So here you'll notice you do have a keyhole, so you can lock these doors if you do need to leave something inside. You'll have that little bit of extra security when you're out on the trails. Now, if we open this up, you can see that our doors do have retention here. They're not going to open all the way out, but if you do need better access to your cabin, you can simply release the snap strap here at the hinge, and that's going to allow your door to fully swing open to 180 degrees. Also, your door hinges are external, so they're very easily removable if you want to get the doors completely out of the way. Now, when it comes to the window here, it's very easy to simply open the window by pulling these 2 zippers down. Your window just falls right open, so if you need quick access out the door, you can get it that way. But if you want to hold the windows open, maybe get a little extra airflow inside the cabin, it's very easy to roll them up. So we just kind of roll up our window here like so. And then we can pull our retention strap here around and snap it on the outside. So now our windows are going to be kind of down and get us some extra access and airflow. Now, perhaps the most important addition to come with the all-weather model, aside from the cabin itself, is going to be the climate control HVAC system that we have here on the dash now. So you're going to be able to get AC or heat depending on what type of weather you're dealing with. We want heat, we just pull out this little knob here and we're good to go. We'll also have 3 different fan speeds for low, medium, and high, and we'll have a AC control as well. Now we're going to get a total of 10 different vents available as well. We'll have 6 here on the dash, as well as 2 on the floor. You can customize all of these, aim them in whatever direction you need, or if we close them all up, we'll activate our 2 defrost vents up here as well to help with a foggy or icy windshield. Now, a couple of last features about the ROXOR that make it one of the most unique side-by-sides out there are kind of intangible, and we can't see that just from looking at them. So while the original origins of the 1947 version of this machine do date back to Mahindra's original production in India, the modern version of the ROXOR is actually built here in the United States in Auburn Hills, Michigan, bringing jobs and manufacturing back to the United States. On top of that, the ROXOR is backed by a 2-year manufacturer warranty, which is double or even quadruple what most other manufacturers are offering for side-by-sides, giving you an awesome, reliable machine with great coverage if anything does happen to go wrong. So I hope you enjoyed our look at the side-by-side like no other. If you'd like to come down and demo the ROXOR and take a test drive, we'd love to show one to you in person. You can always come down and visit us here at Crystal Tractor, or visit us at crystaltractor.com to see our inventory anytime and book an appointment to come down.